Alone at the edge of a universe, humming a tune, for merely dreaming we were snow.
This year at Harvard and hundreds of other academic institutions, students are navigating never-before-seen challenges in adjusting to college life. Here in Cambridge, the libraries, gyms, and common spaces lie dormant as students and staff adapt their lives to a new, virtual reality.
So things are different too.
This video documents the experiences of first-year students like myself whose introductions to Harvard have been impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. Although our circumstances aren't ideal, we've all been making the best out of our situation. Is that good?
Yeah.
Alright, could you please introduce yourself to the camera?
I am Neil from New Mexico.
Yeah, my name is Honora Lee. I'm a first year at Harvard.
So I interviewed some students to talk a little bit about their experiences moving to college in the middle of a pandemic. But before we go to that, let me explain a little bit about how Harvard has been managing the virus as students have been moving in. To manage the student move-in experience, Harvard created a three-phase plan. Phase 1 consisted the first 24 hours when the student moved onto campus. Immediately upon entering the school, students were tested for coronavirus and they were enabled to enter their rooms and set everything up within a 1-hour window with one volunteer. After this window, students were kept quarantined alone in their dorm until their first negative test result came back about 24 hours later. After that, students were able to move on to phase 2, where they could go outside occasionally with a pair of students or go into things like dining halls to pick up their own food. After 7 days, or 3 negative test returns, students were able to move on to phase 3, which enabled them to gather in groups of up to 10 people and enabled them to leave the campus and travel throughout the immediate Boston area. Got it? Okay, that leads us to now, about 3 weeks into the school year, where nearly 1,500 freshmen are here on campus, spread out across all of the residences. In a typical year, students would live in Harvard Yard, the pinnacle of the Harvard experience. Many of the buildings are almost 300 or 400 years old, but this year, students are spread out across the entire campus. Myself, I've been living in an upperclassman house called Mather, which is near to the river. It's not the prettiest of accommodations, but we've got some pretty spacious rooms, so hey, can't complain. I do have 2 roommates, and I'm able to socialize with them as much as I would like. It's been very nice to have some company inside my dorm room when I'm not able to experience as much social interaction outdoors. Apart from that, students are not allowed to enter each other's rooms. Libraries, gyms, athletic centers, all closed. Classes are being held completely virtually. Now that you have the basic rundown, let's take a look at what students have to say about their experiences thus far at Harvard. How have you felt about your overall experience in the first 2 weeks of being at Harvard?
I think going in, it was nerve-wracking, just as like going away to college has its anxieties that it brings up for people. And then there's also like the added bonus of having COVID right now. But I was really pleasantly surprised at how we've all managed to like stay together through this whole thing.
I think it's as great as it can be. I've tried to reach out, make lots of friends, and hang out with a lot of people, and also balance the work I have. It's weird because, you know, we have like a lot of work and stuff, but there's no libraries or like quiet spaces other than your room that you can really go to. So I'm still trying to figure out like my place.
Do you feel like you've been able to make meaningful connections with your peers?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I think 100%. Everybody going through this kind of brings a commonality between all of us, and that's really a bonding experience.
I get along super well with one of my roommates, where we have our own friends, but we talk a lot and we're like pretty close, and I've met some people here on athletic teams who are really wonderful people. Yeah.
Just like meeting people here has been like such a fun experience, especially because everyone here is first years right now, or most of the people here are first year.
And what would you say has been your favorite part of this experience so far, and your least favorite part of the experience?
My favorite part of the experience has probably been like all of the changes. Moving to a new city, meeting like so many new people, so many new friends, and then also like being like really challenging classes that I think is really like a cool experience. My least favorite thing that's been going on, I'm not a huge fan of the cold food. They could use some more vegan options.
My least favorite thing is not being able to go in each other's rooms, just straight up. You know, it is what it is. And I think the best part is that 10 years from now, even if I don't meet everybody in our grade and I meet somebody from like Harvard class of 24, like that's a different kind of connection. I feel like when other Harvard grads meet other Harvard grads from their year, it's like, oh yeah, haha, do you know this person? Like I was on this team, and I was in this club, whatever. But it'll have like a different kind of understanding and bond, which I guess I look forward to in the future.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Not a whole lot to complain about.
Thank you, Neil. Appreciate it.